Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Coleman and I'm part of the communications team as well as a photographer here at Heights Church. Welcome to another devotional. We are continuing our gratitude thread. Today I will be focusing on my thankful gratitude for God's confirmations. Now what does that mean? That is God giving subtle hints and clues through provision, through divine intervention, through doors or signs, and He lets us know that we are on the right path that lines up with His plan for our lives. An example of this could be, this has happened to me, when you are listening to a worship song, say in the car, and you're rocking out, and all of a sudden there's a message, it hits you deep, and you're like, wow, thank you God, that was a good message, I'll take that with me. Later on that day, you're talking to a friend, and they don't even know you had this experience, and they bring up the same message, or give you a verse that goes along with that message, and you're like, wow, twice today, focusing on something interesting. And then Sunday comes along and Pastor Craig literally says the verse, or he's talking about that same message that God's been trying to give you all week. This has happened to me. It's shock hits you so hard because you can't believe how it lined up. God is being so clear that what he wants you to take from what He's trying to tell you. I've loved that. He's done this so many times in my life, and for me, I wasn't a believer at a young age, and so I struggled, with my faith, and I feel like He has given me so much proof of Him, and He didn't have to, but He confirmed for me continuously so that I can be on the path that I am on today. A small example was I got engaged right before the pandemic. We had to put it on hold. Things got difficult. We decided we're gonna get married. We're not gonna wait. And everything fell into place. People came out of nowhere, blessings. We were very, very thankful. It was probably the best thing that could have ever happened. I am never going to regret my wedding day. And He made it so easy. I'm so thankful because it could have been hard, and we would have felt that nudge. Things like maybe making a job decision, or going to a new school, or moving, or getting married, or dealing with a conflict. When God gives you the decisions, He will steer you in the right direction. It's just being in tune with Him and praying about it. A verse I would like to share with you guys today is Psalm 37:23-24. It's, "The Lord directs the steps of the godly. He delights in every detail of their lives. Though they stumble, they will never fall, for the Lord holds them by the hand." I just love how it says He delights in every detail, meaning He's enjoying our lives. He's enjoying being with us and growing with us and pulling us through. And He never leaves us. Another verse that goes along with this is Mark 16:20. "And the disciples went everywhere and preached, and the Lord worked through them, confirming what they said by many miraculous signs." So God made it so that it was clear by confirming what they were preaching. It can be very subtle and they can be really quiet, but they're there. So a story I have that is one of my favorite examples of God showing me confirmation through provision was this time I was a teenager, and it was, I was having a difficult time figuring out how giving works, and it was kind of the beginning for me. And so the giving bucket came around, it's on a Sunday, and I looked in my purse and all I had was a $20 bill. That seemed like a lot for me to give up, but when it came by, something kind of took over me, and I put it in the bucket, but as soon as it left, there was no regret. I remember thinking like, wow, okay, cool, bye, don't mind that. It was just a nice feeling thinking that I wasn't stressed, like, am I gonna need that later? And I knew that would have to be peace from God. I know that now that that's peace from God, but at the time I had no idea. So later on that night, I am going through an old box of my stuff and my grandparents' stuff, and I find an old letter from my grandma who had passed a couple years before. And for one, I'm very excited to read anything from her because it'll be like she's speaking to me again, So I get ready and I open it up, but right in the card is a $20 bill. I'm overwhelmed and I start crying, and I tell my family about it because God provided. I knew it was Him. I knew that He was sending me a little love note to remind me that He will take care of my finances, that He will take care of me if I need to give. And I just love that. He really changed my life that day. And His confirmations make it very clear for me so that I know when I'm on the right path and when I'm not. This has been an incredible series of gratitude, and I really want to encourage and pray for you guys to tune into God and ask Him what path that you are on, and just see See what confirmations he puts in your life. See how he shows you those open doors and those subtle signs, because he will, and he delights in every step. Bye, you guys.